morning, some kind of day of the month in September 28th. I have my coffee. I have my cranberry scone that is freshly baked this morning. Sitting outside is 65 degrees. It is lovely out here. I am the only person out here for now. Other people start showing up. I'm just normally the first person here. And so, yeah, here we are. Thanks for joining me. This scone. I know I brag about it every week that I have it, but it is delicious. Mm. Still warm. Am I a pepper? What do you mean by that, Johnny? You mean prepper? Or pepper like salt and pepper? Okay. Look at that. Hey, Mel. Yesterday, the Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper. I am not the Dr. Pepper. I'm a pepper guy. I'm at the Big City Bread Cafe in Athens, Georgia, where I come on Sunday mornings sometimes. The other place I go is Jittery Joe's if I need actual coffee beans. But here I am. I made my first loaf of bread yesterday from scratch. This place is awesome. Check this out. You think that's nice? Got the little wall. Got the birds chirping. That's the rest of the patio area where people will come and have breakfast. It's a really nice place. And I like all the trees because in the summertime, if I come out here, it's not as hot. I don't have the sun just beating down on me. My first loaf of bread was delicious. And it was a 9-inch pan. I proceeded to eat the entire thing. That was my dinner last night. It tasted so good. I didn't have anything else. I just ate that loaf of bread. I didn't eat it all in one sitting, but over a course of a couple hours, just carbs. I ate the whole loaf of bread. I didn't try to add anything to it. I didn't, just had the loaf of bread. It was great. I'm gonna try to. It took me like, you have to let the dough and the yeast sit for 2 hours so it'll rise. Then you fold it over, blah blah blah. Put it in the pan. You let it sit for another hour, and it rises again. It took a little bit longer. I need to tweak my method. So I can, but it ended up taking like 6 hours, including the cooking time of 45 minutes, to actually make a loaf of bread. Now, granted, I wasn't slaving over this loaf of bread. Don't mess with the yeast. I know. I don't think I added it. I think it was my water temperature. It was like a little bit. It should maybe been a little bit warmer. I don't know. I'll try again today. I'll try again later today and make another loaf of bread. It was only like 2.5 inches thick. It didn't rise all the way. So it wasn't like big enough to make a sandwich out of. And here I am eating carbs again for breakfast. So good. Good old taco truck. There was a taco truck in Birmingham, probably still there. Get street tacos, $2 a piece. Delicious. Love that place. Little taco truck. I had an idea for a food truck. Just coffee and donuts. And no foo-foo coffees either. But have a little truck running around. Can make some basic drinks, stuff like that, you know. But serve just coffee and donuts. Cheap. Ride around in a truck, go to work sites or places, business areas, whatever. There'd be a probably wouldn't do that great. I don't know. Do they like the ice cream truck? Have a little music playing? Be like slow jazz instead of some Pop Goes the Weasel stuff. Drive up in business parks and whatever else, and just sell coffee and donuts. They got this one business that rides around called Kona Ice. It's snow cones. Just snow cones. Throw some syrup on it, crushed ice, some syrup on it. $5 a pop. People flock to this stupid truck to get a snow cone for $5 or $7. I don't even know. And they're happy to pay it. You can schedule them to come out to your event, your kid's ball game, whatever, church event, something like that. And they sell like crazy, and this truck just goes around and around. Can't move around fast enough. Snow cones. Who would have thought? That's why I think coffee would do better. Pina colada snow cone, huh? Wesley! Hey, Wesley. Dustin likes to get caught in the rain. So good. Delicious. Everything's going pretty good. It's a little cool outside. 64 degrees. I'm wearing shorts. I'm not cold, but it is pretty darn cool. I found some weird videos on the internet I'm going to commentate on and post later on today and tomorrow. I've got two. I'll post one today, later on today, and I'll post another one tomorrow. They're pretty funny. I think you'll like them. They do pretty good. Oh, that was a good burp. Where's Terry the trucker? I think he's at home in Kentucky. Can't get on the internet. He's on restriction. What else was I going to tell you guys? I don't know. Kind of just a ordinary week. Nothing really special going on. Hey, Loki. Just living one day at a time, you know. Hanging out with Robert. Going to work. Coming back home. Real basic stuff. Nothing super exciting. But I guess that's good in a way, right? No news is good news, sometimes they say. So, I don't know. How's Wesley been doing? How's the glass repair business going in Texas? Did I do a good rendition of you in the Coffee with Malcolm video, Wesley? And then I just told AI, I need this guy working on the windshield. I got Mel in there. I got Terry in there. I could have added some more, But I didn't want to make it too long. You know what I mean? 3 days fixing pieces. That's weird. Uh oh. It did. Yeah. Even Ramesh was at the end. All of my regular viewers. So I thought I'd put them in there. I mean, there's other people I could have. Like I said, I didn't want to make it too long. I had to get Ramesh at the end, though. You know, because that was a necessity. Are you putting together PCs? Fixing PCs. All right, fix computers. Who was the security guard? That was Johnny B. That's Johnny. It had his name. I made sure his name was on his shirt. He does nighttime security. So I even got Johnny B in there. I don't know if I depicted him properly or not because we never see Johnny. We hear his voice. I wonder if I could have synthesized his voice and do a video that way. I don't know. Windows update destroyed my system. That's not good. I haven't had any problems with Windows updates. I don't know. I normally I've built my own computers for years, and just recently I bought one that was pre-built. I like it. It's pretty good, but I had to go in there and delete a bunch of stuff that came with the operating system. You hate technologies, all that smart stuff out there in the world. Well, manually coding? See, I have no clue how to do that. When I did computer repair, I would just reinstall Windows. I didn't know how to do all that garbage. I didn't know how to write code. Never learned how to. I tried HTML. I'm too stubborn and lazy to learn another language, and code is like a language. Hieroglyphics, but whatever. I couldn't learn Spanish or Arabic, none of that stuff. Yeah, I delete McAfee and all that garbage. You don't need it. Just use Windows Defender. It works perfectly fine. And if you don't go on nefarious websites, you shouldn't have a problem. Quit opening up crazy emails. You'll be fine. Yeah. That's the first thing I did when I fired it up. I just went in there and started deleting crap. Bunch of garbage. Oh, somebody got repoed this morning. Perfectly good car early Sunday morning on the back of a flatbed truck. Yeah, somebody got repoed. Oh man, it's the end of the month. They didn't pay their car payment. You've seen those videos where the guy pulls up and repos people's cars, and they're all running out there trying to get inside the car, and they're screaming and yelling and trying to make a deal. And the guy's like, "Hey, it's my job." And he just takes off with him. People running down the street chasing him. It's funny but sad at the same time. I mean, what did you expect if you don't make your car payment? You think they're just going to let you keep it? No. And then you get some that do actually get inside the car when it's being towed, and they try to like hit the brakes and drive in reverse, and they end up tearing the car up trying to get it off the tow truck. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. But that would freak me out. I mean, I'll make my car payments, but if I was to go outside and my car was just gone, like, What the hell? The entitled people plugging their Teslas at random people's houses. Yeah, just like, I got to charge. I think a lot of that is clickbait. I don't think all of that's real. It just, and then they have like a discussion about it. If that happened in real life, people would be grabbing the plug and throwing it at them. Get the hell off my property. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the Teslas just plug it in people's houses. Some of that stuff's staged. Some of it's staged. I watched a video of this woman. She's trying to pay for her fake hair with an EBT card, and the way they were talking back and forth, he's like, "You can't do that. It's for food." She's like, "Everybody takes EBT. I need to get my hair." Blah blah. She didn't like freak out, and she didn't get embarrassed. It was just fake. You could tell it was staged. And the camera picked up their conversation perfectly, which is, if you ever done security cameras, not the best. Not the best. Somebody's phone sitting up there looking like a camera. Hey, Mr. Patrick. Thanks for joining up. And there's Noah. Good morning. Have it once and then the next day put a 30 amp on the plug. Oh, man. Hot wired the plug. I mean, if you did just pull up to somebody's house, unless it was an actual Tesla charger, it would take forever to charge your car. If you're just using like an extension cord or some garbage. That's the whole thing. You don't notice somebody pulling up in your driveway, and those cords aren't like 50 feet long. So yeah, a lot of that stuff is staged. I don't have a wife, All-Star. And if my ex is doing that, more power to her. Go from 120. Well, that's what the electric cars are supposed to charge at 240. So they charge faster. If they charge at 120, it takes too long. You have to get a power converter in your house. And yeah, it's like running your dryer. And then, but they say it's cheaper than gasoline, less maintenance. You're not having to do oil changes and stuff like that. And not that I am like taking long trips or anything like that, but you see, there are people that go out there, have like these generators in the back of their truck, and they drive out the Teslas on the side of the road and charge them with a gas powered generator. Enough to get them home. Oh man, yeah, my battery died. It's like, oh my gosh. What's the Brady Bunch over there? Oh, thanks, Patrick. What did Loki said he saw something comical? What did you see? Thank you, Patrick. I really appreciate that. I don't know. Then the batteries catch on fire sometimes. That's bad too. I did see a video of where they have an ejection system for the battery on an electric car. So if it starts malfunctioning, smoking, it'll literally shoot the battery out of the side of the car off into a ditch. My nose. Oh no. Oh really? Hydrogen generators. Oh, thanks, man. That is kind of crazy. I saw this one cool thing in India. They put up these two giant magnets and put other magnets to show resistance, and they were doing this right here, and the motion was just not, it was like perpetual motion with magnets, and it was powering a generator, and they used it to operate their well and stuff like that. So yeah, that was kind of cool. A brushless motor. Well, I mean, I have to. It's hard to describe. The magnets they were using were like giant, looked like the size of giant weights at a gym, and they had them on end of rods. And when the one magnet got to the other magnet, it had resistance and it pushed back. And there were two of them, so they were alternating on each side, which one was getting the resistance and one was pushing. And that motion on the end drove a shaft that generated, got the generator going. My nose is like going crazy this morning. I got wild hair or something. Anyway, a brushless motor. But the weights were huge. The magnets were huge. It took two people to lift them and carry them over there. I don't know why. I guess they were just demonstrating how to get it going and letting it run. It was kind of cool. And that seemed believable in a sense. I don't know. I mean, it seems like they're people in poor countries are hot wiring stuff together to make ends meet, and I find it very fascinating and creative and intuitive to make do with what you got and come up with new stuff. There's an ambulance. Somebody's getting some help. It's the lady having a heart attack saying her car's been repoed. Well, you never know when you're going to have a heart attack or something. Somebody could have died in their sleep and they called 911. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Woke up a little late this morning wondering why so and so didn't get up. Yeah, that'd be bad. You got a book from 1930 called Hawkins the Electric Guide has electric car. Yeah, they had electric cars back then. Battery operated cars. Now they didn't go very far, but maybe 30 miles or something like that. They had electric cars back then too. Sure did. Big Oil made sure they didn't succeed. Uh, Somebody's mad this morning. He's just walking up the street, walking down the sidewalk, talking to himself, cussing and everything. Lithium will burn 72 hours. That's scary though. Like I saw that video of the one being ejected out the side. It literally had like these little explosions that just pushed the battery out, and like I said, off into the ditch. Big Oil is Big Farm. Yeah, they're both the same. They're both evil corporations dominating the world. uh, all right, Patrick. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I hope you have a wonderful day, sir. Submerging water. I'm not throwing. Now, I remember when I was deployed, we had a burn barrel, and we just throw trash in there. We didn't really have like. There was no garbage truck coming around picking stuff up. We had a burn barrel. We just burned our garbage. But you'd get dead batteries and stuff too, and burn those too. And very toxic, not good. Um, but the lithium batteries, you throw them in there, and they would explode in the barrel, sound like a gunshot. And yeah, nobody came and questioned it though. Nobody come over and was like, "Who's firing a gun? What's this noise over here?" We were just tossing batteries in the burn barrel, trying not to breathe in the toxic fumes and letting them explode. Because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Worms that eat plastic. I have seen bacteria that eats plastic. Yep. There are critters out there that will consume plastic. Is electric vehicles saving? Well, if you're pulling electricity from a coal power plant, are you really like saving the world? I guess the cleanest car would have to be like a solar powered car. You'd have to park it out in the driveway, let it get sun all day long and charge, and you could drive it around. That'd be the greenest vehicle, something solar powered. Someone born this time period, be first to live forever. They can have it. I don't want to live forever. No, thank you. No, thank you. Nah, I'm good. One life is enough. Flintstone powered. Everybody start pedaling. You have to have the whole family in there pedaling all the time. Flintstone powered. Everybody's feet hitting the ground. I don't know. Excuse me. There'll be no more fat people. You know, there's this craze. This, I don't know if it's a craze or a thing or a fad where people are like, it's the opposite of body shaming. They're like body glorifying, basically. And just people, just huge people be like, you be you, girl, guy, whatever. Be fat. It's what you are. And, glorifying it and stuff. I just don't know if they're going to end obesity. I'm sorry, I'm a little fat myself. I ate nothing but carbs yesterday and this morning so far. And it tasted good. Uh, there goes the 8:30 church bells going. The hungry they pedal. Difference between obesity and just wanting to be fat. Some people can't help but be fat, I guess, if they was it thyroid or something like that, and you still end up getting fat. I'm just lazy. I've gotten lazy. I talk to myself and I'm like, man, you need to start running again. And then I get to where I would be at the point of getting ready to go run, and I'm like, nah, screw that. It's like, nope, not doing it. I don't even get to the point of putting on shoes and looking out the door. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I hate running. I hate it. I just need to eat better. I think that would help a lot. You can help it along, Wesley. The obesity, pizza, burgers, and fried chicken. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Don't try to fried chicken at home. It's a waste of time. It's a huge mess, and if you don't do it right, it tastes like shit. I wasted a bunch of chicken trying to fry chicken at home. It was a total waste. Horrible experiment. Failed miserably. You're a pro, huh? Yeah. Warren Buffett eats McDonald's. You're right. Exactly. But Warren Buffett also has kick-ass doctors too, and probably has kick-ass medicine as well that you and I could never even touch. I would suspect. There's the lady that meets her friend every morning. Hey, how's it going? From improv. Friday night, she came in to watch the improv show, and I noticed her, and I'm like, I know you. She's like, you do? I said, yeah, you come on Sunday mornings to Big City Bread, and you have meet a friend for breakfast every Sunday morning. And she was like, I said, look, I go there myself and have coffee and talk on my phone. So, I just put two and two together when I saw you here. She's like, oh, okay, cool. And then she was just there now and said hi. I can't remember her name. Oh, mine's same way, Loki. Yeah, it helped. The grease helps it move faster. Well, I have Crohn's, so I have to like eat small meals throughout the day, and my intestinal system and digestive system is like I compare it to like a garden hose, not as long, but if you put water in one end of the garden hose, water's got to come out the other end, and it only holds so much, and that's me. So if I eat a big meal, I go bathroom two, sometimes three times a day. I don't hold stuff in my gut; it passes through, and it's just my sheer laziness that has acquired this little bit of a gut that I have. I weigh 210. I want to weigh back down to 195. I would like that, but I can't do that eating homemade bread and scones. So, and then I have intestinal blockages that put me in the hospital, the ER, like I did what, a month ago now. That was horrible. I had never felt that much pain. I was dry heaving and stuff. Man, it was horrible. 260. Jeez, man. You're ready for hibernation this winter. There's Babita Gupta. Hello, Babita Gupta. Good morning. How are you today? Where are you from? 6'7". Holy shit, dude. Damn, 6'7". That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, you're from India? Cool. He's a skinny 260. 200. 6'7". Jeez, I'm 5'11". Yeah, I see somebody 6'7", 6'5", whatever. I'm like, whoa. Well, greetings from India. I don't know where Ramesh is. We have a friend from India named Ramesh who normally gets on here, but he's not today. I'm in the USA. Here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Yeah, I was Googling researching stuff for my channel. India has the most YouTube viewers of any country in the world. America comes in second. And one of the reasons I believe India has so many YouTube viewers is TikTok is banned in India. There's no TikTok. Ramesh is a scammer. Yeah, we got scammed by Ramesh. There, that dirty dog. Ah. Gupta is or Babita Gupta. Do you have Twitter/X in India, or just YouTube? Trained his English. Yeah, we've been teaching him some English. I know they don't have TikTok. I wonder if they have X. X is like the Wild West of the internet. If I haven't told you that 500 times already. Oh, a little chipmunk across the street. Beep, 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 beep. Little bitty guy. I got a couple of chipmunks at the house, and Robert is infatuated with them. English sub. John Smith. Hello, I am John Smith with FBI. Do you have? Do you want to extend the warranty on your car? Chipmunks are so cute. They just want to eat little acorns and things like that. You know, there. I learned this recently, and I don't know why I didn't know it sooner. Lichen, that little green stuff, flaky stuff that grows on the side of trees. Squirrels and chipmunks and things eat that stuff in the wintertime when there's not as much food. Rabbits and stuff will eat it off tree branches that fall on the ground. Yeah, that flaky stuff on the and moss as well. But they'll eat the lichen off the side of the trees and branches and stuff. Who would have thunk? I didn't know. I wasn't eating it. I didn't learn that in Boy Scouts, which is just Scouts now. You can't just say Boy Scouts. Anywho, we're all Scouts now. We're all Scouts. So yeah, that is kind of cool. Yeah, I built a. There's a little pile of wood in the backyard that one of the chipmunks has made a home inside of. They like to. They don't burrow, but they like to find little crevices and stuff to live in. The Lady Scouts. Yeah, those are pretty good. Hey, little chipmunk. He's coming over here. I don't know if I have my bird seed for you, chipmunk. He's just sitting there on the yellow line. I moved and took off. Oh, there's two of them over there. Jeez, they're all over the place. Squirrel, chipmunk. I get distracted real easy. They are cute little things, though. The gophers will tear up your yard. Moles and gophers, they'll tear up your yard. Ha ha ha. You ate a brownie once. Uh-huh. I bet you did, Loki. I bet you did. I do have some bird seed. My little Ziploc bag. Too much activity, though. See if we can get any birds to show up. I'm such an old man. I'm feeding the critters. I'll be on some park bench feeding peanuts to the squirrels before you know it. You don't like cookies or cake? What's wrong with you, dude? Cookies are great. I can't buy them though. If I buy them, I eat the whole thing. Liz! Good morning, Liz. Thanks for joining us. How was Addie and Aiden? You're diabetic. 260 pounds, 6'7" guy with diabetes because you eat cookies. You need to start running or something. Kiddos are good. That's cool. Got some kids out here using chalk to write on the concrete wall over here. This little area is really cool too because there's no real access to the street from this patio that we're on. I mean, there is, but you'd have to make an effort to get to it. So it's safe for kids to kind of run around the table and just be kids while the parents are eating breakfast, you know? So it's good. Well, you're type 1 diabetic. I guess you don't have a choice in that one. My dad's type 2 diabetic. And he finally, at the age of 80, got his act together and lost some weight to the point where he really doesn't have to take medicine much anymore. So it's like he wants to keep living or something. Sucker. Yeah, if you're born with diabetes, you just don't have a choice. Don't have a choice. Yeah. Bad luck. Or the draw, if you will. You know, my dad just used to sell insurance. He would drive around from house to house back in the 80s. Door-to-door salesman, basically, for insurance. In his car, on the passenger floorboard, would be just nothing but candy bar wrappers and Coke cans. He consumed Coca-Cola and candy bars all the time. Your pancreas is dead. Get it out of there, man. Extract it. If you could do liver transplants, heart transplants, and kidney transplants, why can't you do pancreas transplants? Why can't they give you a new pancreas from a pig or something? I don't know. What is that? They're swapping stuff out all the time. People's bodies. I guess you can't have a leg transplant. There's just some things you can't transplant, I guess. That'd be wild. Some war veteran had his legs blown off and then gets a leg transplant, but it was from like one leg's a black guy and another leg's a white guy or something like that. And he'd have to wear pants all the time. Just to stop the questioning and the confusion. Part of your immune system. Okay. See, I don't know this stuff. I don't know this stuff. I just sell stamps at the post office. Yeah. I've been watching Star Trek. They could take their little stuff and cure every disease and ailment that you have with just this little. You're healed. What? I watched one of the Star Trek movies, and for whatever reason, they ended up back in time, and they went to this hospital. This lady was laying there because she was having kidney failure, and he gives her a pill and says she'll be fine tomorrow morning. And then, like the next morning, she's perfectly fine. She's all healed. It was like only on Star Trek. But I do like Star Trek. It has kind of a good. It has good vibes to it. You know, they overcome something, they learn something at the end. Gene splice with sharks. I don't know if I want my teeth to come out that way. I have sharp teeth and stuff. That did see something. I did see something about them. It's not stem cells, it's something else that they inject and allowing adults to grow teeth again. It's in the experimental phase right now. To grow teeth again. That would help a lot of people out. I still have all my teeth, except my wisdom teeth. I had those taken out. But I brush them every day. Be immune to cancer. It's like that other guy said he wants to live forever. I don't want to live forever. No, thank you. I mean, I'm having a good time right now, but crap, I work at the post office. It's all old people showing up, and they look miserable and they're pissed off. Or they just stop showing up and they're dead. Just ended. Splice with, instead of splicing with sharks and starfish, We just need to allow stem cell research. Just accept it and use it to save people. Just accept, just start like allowing stem cell research and use, not just research, and use. Well, in certain countries they do. Here in the States, it's all like, oh my gosh, you're killing a baby. It wasn't even a baby. Oh my gosh. Or it's after the baby's born, they get it from the umbilical cord. Oh, can't use that. Gotta throw it away. What? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know all the facts about stem cell research, but I know they believe it can help with like Parkinson's disease and stuff like that, dementia, and paralysis and stuff like that. So I mean, why not use it? It just, I don't know. No, we're not going to save that person's life with stem cells. We're going to let them things go. They might do it in Canada, but it's very controversial here in the States. I don't know. I'm just one person, sipping coffee and talking to my phone, rambling. I'm a rambling man. There you go. If it never ends, what's the point of living? Yeah, you would have no ambition, or if you just, if you know you're going to live forever, you would not get in a hurry to do anything. You'd just be like, ho hum. I got another 1,000 years to read that book. It's just fine. Yeah. Why haven't you read that book yet? I got another couple 1,000 years. It's plenty of time to read that book. Well, procrastination, if you got infinite time, then there you go. Why not procrastinate a little bit? Yeah. I'll procrastinate now, and I know I'm going to die one day. Got bit by a dog almost a year ago. That's random. All right. Tell us more. My dog tries to eat every person that comes over. He wants to kill, unless we're in public. But at home, you're dead. Absolutely. Oh man, what else you guys want to talk about? Anything? Anything suit your fancy? I wonder who won the game last night. I'm down here with the Georgia Bulldogs, and they played Alabama, Roll Tide. I wonder who won the game. Ooh, Alabama won. Dang. What at the end? Well, I would say at the end. Nope. Nobody scored in the fourth quarter. Damn. You got some sad people here in Athens today. There's something about Alabama. I don't get it. There's just something about Alabama football that just always perseveres. It's wild. But I don't follow either one, so I can't say for certain one way or the other. You have a scar on your leg from the dog's tooth. I've got a scar on my leg where I got shot by a BB gun when I was a kid. I can still see it. Right there, I got shot in the thigh. We were doing what all kids do, having a BB gun fight and we were shooting at each other with BB guns, and I took a shot to the leg. No glasses, no pads, just t-shirts and shorts and tennis shoes, running around with BB guns trying to shoot each other. Good wholesome fun. I still have both my eyes. And Loki's got a scar on his leg from a bear bite. Of course, he was, tickling a bear and it bit his leg. How did you get just a bite on your leg and you survived? Did the bear take a bite of you and you go, oh, he's diabetic. I'm out. Doesn't taste right. Needs more sugar. It's not sweet enough. What's some other things that oh, you tried running? Used to throw dirt clods at each other. We slingshots, BB guns, all the time. It was like nonstop. That was like to be able to throw an object at another kid the same age as you was like the normal thing to do, including fists. We got fist fights, rode our bicycles, did all kinds of crazy crap. Yeah, I remember the BB gun fights. We were out in the woods. Your pups attack black bears? Well, they're hunting dogs. What did you expect? Ain't nothing but a hound dog. So yeah. I don't know. Robert really wants to eat squirrels and chipmunks. He's not encountered a bear. I don't know. We were walking months ago. It saw a deer. He wanted to go after the deer. I would not let him because I probably would never see him again. I'd have to put a GPS tracker on him and go hunt his ass down. There's a guy that's on the internet. His name's Bushka. He's in Ireland. He's out in the woods. His dog just running around loose around him. Always coming back, listening. Yeah, if I ever, it would be like letting a wild bird soar away if I let Robert run around um, loose. He would just be gone. Now they got these collars with GPS tags on them for hunting dogs, and it'll ping their location for like days, so you could track your prized dog down in the woods or wherever they may be. Well, your dogs, yeah, they're gonna howl. Hound dogs, they make a lot of noise. I grew up in Tennessee. My friends had hound dogs and went hunting. I never did. I liked fishing, but I didn't care for hunting. I thought hunting was boring. But look up gundogsupply.com. Loki, check it out. It's a cool website. They got all kinds of stuff for dogs. Sorry, I was watching some weirdo. Um, yeah, gundogsupply.com. They got GPS trackers. They got training collars. They got all kinds of stuff. You can put a really heavy duty GPS tracker on like a vest for your dog. Yeah. Never lose your dog again. You got Tennessee favorite hounds? Yep, grew up in Tennessee. My neighbor had a dog pen in his backyard. A very small dog pen. They didn't have much room to move around. And like I said, they were right next door to us. Something, anything, made a noise, made a shadow. Those dogs would start howling. And they would howl for like an hour straight. Easy. At least an hour, if not longer. And you couldn't sleep. Looking at weirdos in the mirror. Thanks, Dustin. But the neighbor had hound dogs that would howl at night and keep me up. I hated those dogs. Man, they would never shut up. Every single night they would start howling at something. And he wouldn't do anything to him. He'd never get up. Or just howl. That's what they do. I'm like, shut up. Stupid dogs. He needed to live out in the country somewhere. He didn't need to live in town with those dogs. It was so weird. And the pen that they lived in was off the ground, like 3 feet off the ground. And it was like chain link fence. And when they pooed, it went through the chain link fence onto the ground below. And the guy didn't clean it up. And the dogs, I imagine their feet were just torn to bits, having to walk around on chain link fence and sleep on chain link fence, suspended in the air. He would not be able to get away with doing something like that today. The animal control, the cops, everything else would be at his house. Back then in the 80s, it was just like, okay, that's what you do with dogs. I don't know I think the base was chain link or some kind of screen or something like that. It was disgusting, it was loud, and I felt bad for them sometimes when they weren't yapping at every damn thing that went by. Your pups are quiet. I don't believe it. Dogs love to bark. It's weird, Robert will do that sometimes. I'll go to bed, he'll say goodnight, and then he'll run outside and just start barking at something. Excuse me. A couple of times he did that, I'd go out there with a flashlight. I'm like, what are you barking at? It'd be nothing. It'd be like, all right, it's nighttime. This is my yard. You're not getting in my yard. I'm going to bark about it. And he'd only bark for a few minutes, and then he would go away, back in the house and go to sleep. It's nighttime. I'm going to bed. Yeah, shut up out here. That's Robert talking. It's part of his routine. Who am I to say one way or the other? You know? Who am I to say? Oh, me. What am I going to do today? Probably nothing. Just hang around the house, make another loaf of bread. I think that's what I'll do. Well, I've been on here for almost an hour. I'm going to sign off. Hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. A good day to everyone. Yeah, it was a crappy owner. Oh my gosh. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Look, you guys need to hit the bell icon for my channel so you can get notified when I post stuff. If you haven't hit the little bell thing, do it. Because I'll be posting another video this afternoon and one for tomorrow and things like that. The random stuff that I find online and commentate on. But anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll check you guys next time. Bye.